decade and a half of dominance.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena.
Listen to this place. I believe the most polarizing superstar in WWE history. The greatest of all time, John Cena, set for action here tonight. The Beast is here!
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar!
The most decorated combat athlete in history. Brock Lesnar is hazardous to your health. I felt the wrath of Brock Lesnar. You don't want to get in the ring with this man. You don't want to get in the ring with him. You don't want to get in the cage with him. You don't want to eat breakfast with him. Brock Lesnar will hurt you wherever he's at.
I'm trying not to make eye contact with him.
The most decorated combat athlete in the world. When it comes to great rivalries, Byron, I know you have Brock Lesnar versus John Cena high on your list.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. For me, it's hard to top their battle at Extreme Rules 2012. Just the overall intensity during that match was off the charts as Cena took a beating but eked out a close victory against the Beast Incarnate.
Guys, this cell is absolutely gigantic. Just looking at it makes me happy I'm retired.
Well, as Byron mentioned, Cena did indeed defeat Lesnar in Brock's first match back in WWE after 8 years away. But Lesnar got his revenge, and then some, at SummerSlam 2 years later.
Oh yeah, it was on that night that we truly were introduced to Suplex City as Brock hit 16 suplexes en route to decimating Cena for the WWE Championship.
Elbow right to the back of the neck.
Oof. Lesnar going to work now. Gentlemen, I think we can all agree that we've seen some pretty special moments over the years. But for me,
The cover.
Brock Lesnar has done it.
WWE scholars in the future will look back at this Hell in a Cell match as one of the greatest of all time.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
A very impressive victory for Brock Lesnar. No matter where his match is on the card, whenever John Cena's in the ring, it possesses a big fight.
Look at this.
The cover, and this one's history. What a win.
We've got some highlights from the last one queued up. Here we go.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
Wow, huge pinfall win here tonight. That was a...
When it comes to great rivalries, Byron, I know you have Brock Lesnar versus John Cena high on your list.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. For me, it's hard to top their battle at Extreme Rules 2012. Just the overall intensity during that match was off the charts as Cena took a beating but eked out a close victory against the Beast Incarnate.
Guys, this cell is absolutely gigantic. Just looking at it makes me happy I'm retired.
Well, as Byron mentioned, Cena did indeed defeat Lesnar in Brock's first match back in WWE after 8 years away. But Lesnar got...
Looking to lock it in here.
I don't think he's got it completely locked in. They tapped out. It's all over.
Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
Huge victory tonight for Brock Lesnar. There's no way around it. When you're locked in a submission move like that, your only choice is to tap out.
And that carnage that we just saw is a lot of the reason why you don't see many Hell in a Cell matches. As we just witnessed, they're incredibly dangerous.
Here comes the reckoning. That is a scary human being.
How do you stop this man?
I don't have an answer for you, Michael Cole. An absolutely immense human being. Nasty as the day is long.
The following contest is a tables match. And weighing in at 315 pounds, one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Rowan.
Just the entrance alone makes me feel uncomfortable.
What's going on here?
Here we go.
Oh, man, still not officially underway.
Well, official or unofficial, we're rolling.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
And I wouldn't at all be surprised if this match stole the show here tonight.
You know, even though the title is not on the line, this is still an important match for the champ. He can't afford to show any weakness here.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
Up against the barrier now.
I think that barrier might be the only thing holding him up.
I think you're right. And he slams him down. Veteran move there, getting away with that one. Got the this kind of offense he's known for. There's the chop.
Hooked up.
Oh, an vicious assault. Inside the ring now. He gets it with a reversal. Using all his power to drive him to the mat. And no good ever comes of this.
You are absolutely right, Michael.
Perfectly executed.
Takes him down in a major way, too.
Nice move. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while. Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent. That's how you move up the ladder here in WWE. Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match. Looks like he's starting to sweat now. But he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
He's doing exactly what he didn't want to do here. He's letting his opponent right back into this match.
Oh, what a clothesline.
It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night. And in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
The match in 2015. Rowan, big move. Rowan knocked him.
That has got to be it. Oh, man, The Undertaker's in trouble now.
Rowan, big move coming up. Table in play. I can't believe what we just saw. Tables matches are fan favorites for a reason, folks.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. Wow. I haven't seen a match like that in a long time. I might go home and watch a replay. It was that good.
Here is your winner, Rowan.
Now that's an eye-opening victory.
This was all about one competitor's refusal to lose. When you see that, you have no choice but to respect it.
What a great match we just saw here on Raw. Thank you to everybody at home for choosing to spend part of your Monday night with us. And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
And the simple philosophy here is to stay as far away from the tables as humanly possible. Sounds easy, right? Wrong.
Just a hellacious power slam.
Executed perfectly. Undertaker looking mortal here. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment tonight. You don't step in the ring with this guy and walk away completely unscathed.
Here we go, back inside the ring.
There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
He's displaying classic offense here. Undertaker starting to look human here.
Byron, you talked about strategy that involves a tables match. I was in WWE when the Dudley boys came from ECW, and you could say that things changed a bit thanks to Bubba and Devon. Something that's also important to remember in a tables match is that it's not important how or where the table is positioned. All that matters is that you put your opponent through it.
It's a very simple premise, Michael, but superstars have to be careful. If they launch an attack that goes awry, their own momentum can put them through the table and cost them the match. And that doesn't include feeling the incredible pain from crashing through a solid wood table. One split second can be the difference.
Through Kofi Kingston's career, the exciting superstar has competed in several types of WWE matchups. It didn't take long for Kofi to get comfortable in the tables match environment. At 2011's TLC event, Kingston took on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a tables match for the United States Championship. Kofi was impressive in the match as he combined defense with his unbelievable high-flying assaults.
Byron, you spoke about Kofi Kingston's tables match against Sheamus at 2011's TLC. Rowan, big move.
I'll be shocked if that's not it.
Here's his moment, Michael.
You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Choke slam.
Corey, I remember seeing photos of that horrible scene in wrestling magazines. The pile driver was utilized when Terry Funk planted Nature Boy Ric Flair on a table at WCW's Wrestle War 89 pay-per-view. Then something happened in sports entertainment in the early 90s called Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW superstars crashed through. Rowan, big move coming up.
Oh my goodness. Rowan wins.
Here's another quick look at some of the highlights.
Count yourselves lucky, people. You might watch WWE for years and only see a match that good a few times. Epic.
Here is your winner, Rowan.
Terrific victory for Rowan here tonight.
Great effort from both these guys, Michael. I'm willing to bet this isn't the last time we see them square off.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.
The mood changed. Big Luke Gallows.
The following contest is a tables match. Making his way to the ring by way of Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 292 pounds, Luke Gallows.
6'8", educated hands and feet. He's a bad, bad dude.
Known as one of the toughest superstars to ever compete in Japan, and he has successfully brought that toughness to WWE.
Oh, the mood's changing, folks. The Leviathan is here.
And from the Rocky Mountains, weighing in at
Now look at this.
303
Uh-oh,
pounds,
here we go.
Lars Sullivan.
Come on, negotiations have broken down and we now have a war on our hands.
And we're underway with what will likely be a wild tables match.
Luke Gallows showing us how to get it done.
Look, Luke Gallows is on the attack now.
And a punishing shoulder tackle. He tackles him to the ground. Drop down. Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark.
Takes him out with a flapjack.
He's going to want to make sure this doesn't snowball out of control.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid here.
You seem more motivated than ever heading into this match, which makes me think he still has plenty of fight left in him.
Man, Luke Gallows, what offense.
Look at this.
Whoa, Sullivan really dodged that one.
Toss to the outside.
It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night, and in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
There's no recovering from that.
The match in 2015's TLC event with the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts, was chaos from the second all 8 superstars were in the ring. Braun Strowman was awesome in his destruction of all 4 members of Team Extreme, but the ECW originals kept their focus on making sure each member of the Wyatt family crashed through a table.
The ECW's originals love a brawling clash, with the Wyatts strive to destroy anyone who stepped in their path. The Wyatts took the advantage after Rhino and Devon Dudley were eliminated, and they didn't look back. Bubba Ray took on the Wyatts with everything he had, but the sick power of the Wyatt family was just too much, as seen when Braun Strowman chokeslammed Bubba Ray through the final table.
The strategy for going up against Luke Gallows is to find a way to avoid matching strength with this man, who can only be described as a one-man wrecking crew.
And what a reversal from Luke Gallows.
Goes down hard.
Look, Luke Gallows is on the attack now.
It would be unrealistic for a superstar to try and match power with Luke Gallows, and I think that approach would benefit them.
Luke Gallows is quite familiar with using every inch of his massive 6'8", almost 300-pound frame as a weapon, and an opponent must stay away from that type of power as much as possible.
He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys.
That'll make your heart beat.
You got a feel for Lars Sullivan looking beaten down at this point. This is like the ending of a horror movie.
He might just have nothing left to give, guys.
I hate to say it, but his chances of going through a table here tonight just went up exponentially.
Through Kofi Kingston's career, the exciting superstar has competed in several types of WWE matchups. It didn't take long for Kofi to get comfortable in the tables match environment. At 2011's TLC event, Kingston took on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a tables match for the United States Championship. Kofi was impressive in the match as he combined defense with his unbelievable high-flying assaults.
Bringing it back into the ring.
An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here. He lands a piercing chop.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. knows what getting tossed feels like. It's not fun. When this guy's on, look out. Luke Gallows is going in for the kill.
Choke slam! This one's over, guys.
That should do it, Cole. There's no coming back from a slam of that magnitude.
Man, Luke Gallows, what offense. Luke Gallows, what a maneuver.
But he's running off.
He did what he set out to do, and that was win.
That match deserves another look. Here we go.
There's good, there's great, and then there's downright unbelievable WWE action. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of the unbelievable kind.
Here is your winner, Luke Gallows.
What a great match, and a huge victory to boot.
It's like we just saw a giant redwood tree topple to the ground as Lars Sullivan takes the L.
I'm shocked.
And it certainly looks like somebody will be plucking splinters from their back for days.